Welcome everyone back to episode 16 of the People's Podcast. I'm Alex. Got my amazing co-host James here with me.
What's up, everybody?
And boy, do we got a lot to talk about today. We got Dynasty coming up this weekend. We got New Japan coming up next weekend. Wrestlemania in 2 weeks. It's gonna be a wild time. So
Yeah,
we're gonna have another episode before Mania and then one right after. So keep paying attention. We got some good stuff coming to you, and a lot in this episode. We got another guest.
Yes, we do.
That's
Another guest
exciting.
showing up. I'll be
Good
able
old
to third
Seabass.
guest.
I think so. Simon, and then Jordan, and now Sebastian. So he'll be joining us a little bit later. And
Yes, sir.
I did want to talk to something with you before he hopped on. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I'm just not sure I'm going to be able to continue the podcast after WrestleMania season.
I know it's April Fool's Day.
God damn it! God damn it! You got me.
I thought about doing the same thing to you.
Damn, I was trying, James. I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not fucking leaving. No, hell no. We're in this for the long haul, baby.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. So I guess we'll just jump right into it. So we won't talk about WWE until Sebastian comes in. So let's talk about AEW. We'll do our hot takes a little bit. So Sebastian's going to be in on that.
Yes, sir. Got Dynasty right around the corner this Sunday.
And I'm pretty hyped.
We are recording this as of April 1st, as I said. So
it was April Fool's Day, so you won't get any more April Fool's jokes out of us. Maybe.
Maybe.
Let me pull up the Dynasty card here and see what we got going on.
It's looking like a WWE style pay-per-view right now. There's only 5 matches, right?
Why is it only pulling up images? Come on. There is 5 matches, yes, as of right now.
I imagine that will change tomorrow. They'll probably add some stuff.
With Dynamite, which I'll be at tomorrow. Super hyped.
I'll be
right on the walkway by the stage. So I should be on camera. It's gonna be hype.
Hell yeah! You start throwing podcast cards at people.
At the wrestlers. Throwing at MJF.
One just gets pierced in the eye.
Oh no, we lost Rastamus Dynasty. Oh, okay. So I got pulled up here. I got the Dynasty card. We got 6 matches confirmed right now. So I guess we can just talk through them. We don't have to go super in depth on any of them, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, we got Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole for the TNT Championship. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I've enjoyed their matches so far that they've had.
They've had 2 draws, right?
One of them was a draw, and one of them was, I think, ended with interference.
Okay, yeah.
So, but this one, they put a stipulation, no time limit and no outside interference permitted. So
good. Hopefully, I'm going with Daniel Garcia on that. I need that for fantasy points.
You picked up Daniel Garcia?
I have. I've had him.
You've had Daniel Garcia. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I just picked up Adam Cole in the outside interference, so I need Adam Cole. That'll be a huge win for me. I'm one of 3 people.
You don't need any more points, Alex.
I'm one of 3 people to have him on my team, so I need that. I need that win. But it should be a pretty good match. They have pretty good chemistry, so. I think given it's their 3rd match, I feel like Cole's gonna win. Tony's been pushing Undisputed Era for a bit now. They've been getting wins on TV. They've been featured prominently, so
I wouldn't be surprised. Have they had the trios titles? Have they had the trios titles?
No. I think the year that Cole and O'Reilly both got hurt is when Kenny and the Bucks won the trios titles, and I'm assuming they were going to do a feud between them. But that obviously never happened because of injuries, sadly. But
yeah, I mean, I want to see, because how long has Daniel Garcia hasn't been champion? Too long, has he?
Full Gear. It's been
it's been that long. Okay,
it's been 6 months. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like he hasn't done much, and I say that not being able to watch Collision every week because I know he's mainly been featured on Collision, but
yeah.
But I don't think he's defended on a pay-per-view. He wasn't on World's End, and he wasn't on Revolution.
No, unfortunately, he has not done much with the title. I don't think. But again, it's
Yeah.
hard. I don't watch Collision because it's just Saturdays are rough for me.
Saturdays are rough for all of us.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? I try to when I can. It's just not able to
Mm-hmm.
catch every episode.
Yeah.
But anything else?
No, I don't got anything else about
All
that.
right. Moving on, we got Chris Jericho versus Bandito running it back. It's a title versus mask match. So Bandito loses. His
Yeah.
mask gets taken by Chris. Bandito wins. Obviously, he wins the Ring of Honor title. So
I wish I could say I care about this match, but I'm more care about the stipulation than the match itself because
yeah,
Jericho can't. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He's not as good as he used to be. And Bandito, I mean, he's good, but I don't think he can carry a whole match.
I don't know, man. I care about half of this match. Obviously, I care about Bandito. I
Mm-hmm.
absolutely love Bandito. Um, it is hard to carry someone like Chris Jericho to a good, great match nowadays. But I don't know, Bandito. He's awesome. Seeing him in Ring of Honor, seeing him now in AEW, and Tony's version of Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I've really enjoyed getting to know him for the past couple of years, or getting to watch him for the past couple of years. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming he's gonna win. He should. I don't think he
Yeah.
should lose his mask.
I don't think he will. I imagine this.
It's time to
I
just
don't
get
know.
the title off Jericho, to be honest.
It really is. He doesn't do nothing for him. Doesn't do nothing for Ring of Honor.
No.
I think people are gonna watch Ring of Honor are already watching it. I don't think Jericho's a draw he used to be.
No, not like he was 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, anybody. I don't think. I think 95% of people don't give a damn about Jericho anymore. To be honest.
Yeah. I'm hoping when his contract goes out, he just goes back to WWE, does larger contract, or whatever. Just
Yeah.
I think finish his
I,
career off there would be
yeah.
a high note.
I appreciate what he's done for AEW, but they
Mm-hmm.
just don't need him.
No, they don't.
They've definitely outgrown him.
They have, which is insane. Which is because
It's insane. It is insane saying that, but
which is insane. 'Cause, they probably would have never gone where they're at without him because he was a big reason why they got a TV deal to begin with. Because he was a house, hold name for wrestling wise. And now saying they've outgrown him, that's pretty good.
6 years, 5.5 years later, yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty.
6 years later,
That's pretty good.
yeah. I mean, they would have gotten something, maybe not as big of a TV deal as they did, but with guys like Omega and Moxley, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they would have got some sort of exposure, but not to the level that Chris Jericho brought.
Yeah,
So I agree, but it's time for someone else, man. Time to move on.
I'd agree. Yeah.
So I got Bandito on that one.
Yeah, Pandino. Yeah, I don't see him losing his mask.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
feel like that would lose everything about him.
Yeah. Next, we got Death Riders in Trios title match, defending their titles against Rated FTR. FTR and Adam Copeland, Edge, have had some interesting interactions in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I would normally say this is definitely going towards FTR and rated FTR, but what they've done these past few weeks, I wouldn't see how it would make sense for them to win. I would love for them to win again, fantasy wise. I have Copeland on my team, so I
Yeah,
would love for Edge to get the pickup, but I can see it going either way. I mean, it's a trio title. I mean, it's good to have Edge because I guess in a way it's the new Jericho. Good to have on TV. Good to have as a champion because he draws. He helps draw names off his name. Now it's difficult because he has a different name, obviously, than what in WWE, but everyone knows who he is.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think the Death Riders. I think it's kind of obvious that the Death Riders are going to win via some shenanigans, and it really feels like FTR is going to turn heel on Edge, and they're going the route of FTR is going to turn on Edge. Nick Wayne maybe will turn on Christian, and Edge and Christian maybe will link back up as a tag team.
Think so?
Edge and Christian versus FTR. I mean,
Think Christian's gonna go face?
I don't know. It's I don't know. It's an odd dimension because I just can't see Christian becoming a face after everything he's done the past couple of years. Like it
Yeah, I
really
don't.
feels like that's the route they're gonna go. It's like
I could see
who else
that,
does Edge
but
have?
that's what I was thinking. So, but
It might not
I
happen right
mean,
away either. I mean,
no.
there's plenty of time. It's not like it's gonna all happen at
Hmm.
Dynasty, but maybe it's
Yeah,
like a slow burn of Christian starting to be turned on or something too.
either Beth Phoenix would come back and just beat their ass. I mean, I'd believe it was Beth Phoenix.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a good point.
We'll see. I mean, that's what it feels like FTR's been gearing towards is turning heel.
Hmm. I think
It's
that'd be good.
felt like
They're
that
better.
for weeks or months.
Yeah, I think they're better. I think they're better off as heels. They were good
Agreed.
heels. That would be.
Agreed. Agreed.
Have they
Even though
been
I
heels in
love them as a
AEW?
face too. They were heels, yeah, back in like 2021.
Yeah,
When
the
I
Bucks were
know
face.
at
Yeah,
Full Gear they faced the Lucha Bros and FTR was heels at that
yeah,
time.
you're right.
So, but yeah, so I got Death Riders. Sounds like you're iffy.
Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with Death Riders.
We got to start like keeping track of predictions and keeping score.
Hell yeah, I'd be down.
And do something like losers got to do something. I think that would be a lot of fun.
We should do that
Maybe,
for Mania.
maybe starting with Mania, yeah, and then every pay
Yeah,
per view going forward.
I have something in mind.
Oh no,
Should I say it now or save it for later?
save it for next episode. How about that?
Okay, I got something in mind.
All right. So next we got Tony Storm versus Megan Bayne in a match that I didn't expect this soon.
Hmm.
I'm not upset about it though.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely came out soon. I agree. There's a big part of me. I think that Megan Bane's gonna win. I think the big part of getting Tony the title again was to add to the feud of her and Mariah May. And I don't think Tony needs a long run as women's champ because she just had a long run as champ and she was 3 or 4 time champ.
I think four
So
time, yeah,
yeah, I don't think she needs a
yeah,
long run. And I think Megan Bane's a fresh new face. Personally, I would have started Megan Bayne. I would have her dethrone Mercedes Moné. I think that
yeah,
would have been a good call, but having her dethrone Tony would be awesome.
yeah. Megan Bayne's a beast, dude.
Yeah, dude, she's
She's
awesome.
so good. It's crazy. Did you know Joey Janela and her are dating?
Joey Janela. I did not know that.
Good old Joey Janela. That's old school AEW,
I did
GCW.
not know.
But yeah, I absolutely enjoy watching her wrestle. She's a beast. She's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
That was a huge get for AEW. I think she can be like that dominant heel that they need.
Honestly,
Somebody that's just big and dominant, not somebody like Mercedes. I like Mercedes, but she's kind of like a chicken shit type of heel. They
yeah.
need a dominant heel.
And honestly, I didn't know who she was until she debuted. I never even heard of her until
Really?
AEW, but I became a fan fast. She's
Yeah,
really good.
I've seen her in GCW a couple of times. I think that's mainly where she's been, GCW and Indies.
Yeah, I don't
So
keep up with GCW too much unless Matt Cardona's on it.
yeah, I got Megan Bayne in this one,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Megan Bayne.
so I think it's time for somebody else at the top.
I'd agree.
All right, so next we got John Moxley versus Swerve Strickland.
Unfortunately, Mox. I don't seem to see the logistics of putting the title back on Swerve. And where the feud's at, it doesn't make sense why Swerve would be the one to beat him. I
Yeah,
could be wrong, but to me, it just doesn't make sense. And I love Swerve. I think Swerve should be a 2-time world champ, 3-time. He definitely deserves a title in the future. I don't see it here. It doesn't make sense why he'd be the one to dethrone Mox.
yeah. I mean, unless it's a major pivot of we just need somebody new to take the title off of Mox, somebody that we weren't thinking of before. I don't see it as much as I love Swerve. Like he's in my top 5 favorite wrestlers right now. As much as I
Mm-hmm.
love Swerve, I don't see it. I think Mox is going to retain on some bullshit again, like he has been.
Yeah.
For once, I would like to see Mox win a match clean, but I don't want it to be against Swerve.
Yeah.
So
And I'm worried how good this match because I'm a big Mox fan, but in recent, if it's not a match that doesn't involve weapons, his matches have just not been it lately.
yeah,
And I hate saying that because I'm a huge Mox fan. I've been a
yeah,
huge fan of his since he, was Dean Ambrose. So I hate saying that, but I don't know. I just track record for him has not been good
yeah.
lately.
I don't. I thought you're not the only one. I think his last good singles match without any stipulation involved or weapons was probably against Orange Cassidy at Full Gear, which
Yeah,
we're gearing up on. That was 6 months ago,
yeah,
and that's just because
yeah,
obviously his match with Cope at the pay per view was
yeah.
an
That was not
ass,
good.
but
But the
the
match
what
on Dynamite was awesome.
it was, yeah.
I mean, I
That
wasn't the
should have been
biggest,
the pay per view main event. I don't know why they
100%.
flip flopped, but
Yeah, 100%, man. It wasn't that spike spot. A little bit.
dude,
A little. I'm not gonna, freak about it like the internet has, but it was one of those. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too much.
dude, when they were sitting there
Dude,
trying to pry it out of his
dude,
back,
that's the
I
part that
was,
got me. I'm like, when I first
oh,
did it, I'm like, okay, and then it's stuck in there. I'm like, okay. Then I'm watching them like these are fucking wrestlers. They have muscles on them. They're fucking pulling. You see his skin pulling. I'm like, oh god, dude.
I love Mox, the general that he is, was telling Wheeler to go do the
Yeah,
next spot or whatever.
yeah,
He's like, I'll handle this.
yeah. That dude, I couldn't imagine how like I was actually like that was right in his spine. Like if that goes deep enough, that could fuck you up. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oof. That was I definitely don't think that was the smartest spot in the world.
no, but you know what? I loved it. I
Yeah,
love weird
sick
hardcore
fuck,
shit like that,
Alex.
though. It's like
Fair enough. Fair enough.
CZW Mox bringing it back,
Mm.
but
But yeah, I think Mox is gonna win. Honestly, I think Mox is gonna be champion to All In.
yeah,
I think
probably.
whoever wins the Owen Hub Cup, either it's Darby Allin or Will Ospreay.
Hangman,
God,
play
Darby,
please,
please.
or Osprey. I would be fine with Osprey.
Yeah,
Osprey beating Mox.
I can see that. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think with the Owen Hart tournament coming up, it's basically going to confirm whether it's Darby or not.
Yeah,
If Darby
yeah,
doesn't somehow
definitely.
return and enter the Owen Hart tournament, then
Unfortunately,
I think it's going
and
to be someone else.
the thing is,
Which,
I
you know
think
what, at this point, fine. Have Darby win it down the road.
yeah, whatever. Unfortunately,
It's
and I
so
do think
I just can't he just go can he win the title this year? Put off his climbing Mount Everest until next year. Like,
for
come on,
real,
man. It
man.
was mid story.
Yeah,
It just sucks.
that was
Well,
rough. That was I am so how high I am on Darby. I want to see him become champ so bad, but I don't see it happening this year
what
unless he
if?
comes back.
What if? Now this is a weird scenario, weird what if scenario. Darby's not back for the Owen Hart. Mox versus Hangman or whatever in the main event of All In. He gets a cheeky win again, and then Darby comes out to end the show. Then would you be for it?
I'd be cool with that. Yeah, I'd be cool with that. I think that would work. The thing is, I have a high feeling it is going to be Osprey to win it because Osprey's a good. I'm not trying to bring too much ticket sales into this, but Osprey can sell tickets pretty well, and I'm not gonna say the ticket sales for All In have been bad. They have not terrible, but
Yeah, I
for
think they're at like
for what they're
13,000
trying to
right now.
fill in is no, they have a lot more seats to fill in. What'd you say you think they're at?
The last WrestleTix had it at like 13,000.
Which is good, but
Yeah,
when you have a stadium, it's doesn't look as nice. And I'm not trying to get a rating or ticket sales thing in here.
they're
I guess
trash. They can't even sell 20,000 tickets. Okay, they're
yeah,
at 12,500 as of 2 days ago.
yeah,
So, but I mean, they're set up for 18,000. I think they'll get that and more. They'll end up
yeah,
opening up more
yeah.
seats. It's still 3.5 months away.
Yeah.
Especially like if they get the Omega Okada story rolling. We got the women's Owen Cup coming up.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I want to see them sell that bitch out.
For real, me too. Even if they only get like 25,000, I think it'll be a massive success. That'd be their
25,000 is
biggest.
a lot of people, man.
That'd be their biggest turnout in the U.S. Bigger than
a
Arthur
lot
Ashe.
of people. Like people complaining about, for WrestleMania, that I think the tickets are around 45,000.
Bro, that's a lot of people.
And people are like, oh, it's the worst selling WrestleMania since WrestleMania 22. I'm like, okay, that was the last time a WrestleMania wasn't in a stadium. What point? It's 45,000 people. It's still a lot of people, and they only have like I think 5,000 open tickets. I'm like,
that's pretty good.
What do you want? Yeah, what do you want them to do?
Still, what, 2.5 weeks away?
Exactly.
So people need to chill out, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say WrestleMania ticket prices are just godly
unbelievable.
Stupid.
It's unfortunate. For the most part, I praise TKO for what they've done for the WWE. But like, bro, just for like SmackDown, my local, in Chicago. Now this is all resale, so I guess this isn't TKO's problem. Just how hot WWE is right now. Lower bowl is like 300.
I'm pretty sure they released tickets at that price too.
No, the release tickets for 180.
Okay.
But still, I mean, again, it's different times. WWE is a lot more popular. We go back like 4 or 5 years. I was paying like $70 for the spot that I was looking at. Now it's like 180. But again, supply and demand's a bitch sometimes.
I'm checking Ticketmaster right now because that's this Friday.
Yeah.
Shit, maybe I should get a ticket. I haven't been to a WWE show since I think Road to WrestleMania 2022. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, it looks like mostly resale. Damn. Well, never mind. I'm not spending $300+ to go to SmackDown.
No.
Are you going?
No, I am not. I waited for tickets. It's a bad move.
Ryan is going. Tomet.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. I'll be missing this one. I don't miss many when they come to Chicago, but
this is the one.
It happens. And it sucks. Dude. It's a good card. Like Ray Phoenix gonna show up. Last Man Standing with Strowman and Fatu. I'm like, fuck, man. Whatever.
Yeah. It should be a good show, but
yeah.
Anyways,
back to AEW.
We got super sidetracked there. Yeah. So I got Moxley winning. You got Moxley winning. It sounds like.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last confirmed match, triple threat: Kenny Omega versus Ricochet versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Match I'm most looking forward to on the show.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Omega is pretty obvious to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see them taking the title off him 1 month into the reign. First defense.
Agreed. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Ricochet could pull out some cheeky shit and maybe pin Speedball or something.
Yeah, I feel like Speedball's definitely taken. Nah, not necessarily.
I don't know. I feel like he's too new.
Yeah.
I'm definitely trying to get tomorrow night. I'm trying to get a kick high five from him though, in his entrance. If he's even there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I mean, Ricochet. I think he should have a singles title at some point relatively soon.
Yeah.
Mid-card title, obviously, but
definitely. I don't see him as a main eventer.
Not yet.
Yeah, I guess that could always change, but even back when WWE, I've never seen him as a main eventer.
Yeah, I don't know. World champion, maybe not, but
that's not insult. Like we talked about before, nothing wrong with being a mid-carder.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he didn't really fit the WWE style of a main eventer.
No, not
anyways.
At all.
But like in AEW, I feel like he has more of a chance. It's more of like that Darby kind of feel.
Yeah, 100%.
But well, who knows? We'll see eventually. But mid-card title, he should absolutely win something soon, because he's killing it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we both got Kenny Omega.
Kenny.
So that's 6 matches. Anything else you see getting added? Probably maybe an Owen Hart tournament match. I don't know when they plan on announcing the rest of the participants, but
I don't think. Yeah, I think they'll wait to do that. I think they'll save that stuff with Dynamites and whatnot.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe a Mercedes match.
I can see a Mercedes match getting thrown in it. Yeah.
I don't really know what else could be added, to be honest.
Tag title match somewhere. I don't know.
Oh yeah, maybe.
It's odd for AEW to have very little matches for a pay-per-view.
6, yeah, that feels like you said. It feels like a WWE pay-per-view, but
Yeah.
not near as many commercial breaks or promo packages. So yeah, that's it for Dynasty. That's our predictions. So
What else you got AEW wise? Weekly talk.
honestly, being the week of a pay-per-view, not a whole lot. Basically, what we're seeing on TV is what's
Yeah,
happening
what we're talking about.
going into the pay-per-view. Athena showed up on Collision. That was pretty cool.
She?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
She confronted Mercedes Moné, so that was kind of a thing that they've been building with Billy Starks and Mercedes. So a lot of people are speculating.
Maybe she'll dethrone Mercedes.
That's what a lot of people are thinking, which I think would be a good move.
Hell yeah.
And anything to get the title off of Mercedes, right?
Exactly. But Athena would be a good choice. No, all hate aside, Athena would be a great choice.
Yeah. I think they're both confirmed for the women's Owen Hart. So it's Athena, Mercedes, Jamie Hayter, Billy Starks, I think, are the confirmed people so far.
All right.
So it's a pretty good women's lineup so far. And for the men's, I think the only 3 that are confirmed are Ospreay, Hangman, and Jay White, which is already stacked.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The men's one's going to be really good already.
Yeah. Especially imagine Hangman and Ospreay in the finals. At Double or Nothing, that's a pay-per-view can't miss match.
Yeah.
So.
But one thing that happened in AEW this week, Saraya announced that she's no longer with the company.
Yeah.
That was shocking news. I didn't know her contract was up or anything.
Honestly, I'm not that surprised. It sounds like she wanted out.
Yeah, I think she's going back to WWE.
Yeah, more than likely.
I'd imagine.
But
yeah.
Hey, as long as she's happy, right?
Yeah, whatever makes her happy. Do what you got. Do what makes you happy. But another one that's not confirmed, more of just speculation, that Britt Baker took off the AEW stuff off her bio.
I did see that. Yeah. No offense to Britt. I like Britt, but I feel like she's another one where AEW's kind of passed her by.
I'm a huge Britt Baker fan. For the longest time, she was my favorite woman wrestler in AEW.
Really?
So I'm hoping she shows up in WWE. Well, is she still with the AEW? She comes back soon. I've always been a big
since
Britt
she had
Baker fan.
that injury. I feel like it's just been weird with her. She would come back and then take time off, and then come back and lose a match and take more time off, and maybe the injury really got to her.
Inconsistency with her with booking wise, but match wise, I think she's always been able to deliver when she has good opponents.
What is your favorite Britt Baker match?
Oh, her and Thunder.
The unsanctioned lights out match.
Yeah. And
that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I don't really have anything else on the AEW front.
Neither do I.
MJF and Hurt Business, I guess, got a little something going.
Yeah,
Hurt Syndicate. Jeez, I'm an idiot.
Whatever.
But that's pretty exciting. Who's gonna have MJF's back? Who knows?
Nobody. Ain't nobody gonna have MJF back.
Definitely not Adam Cole.
Yeah, I know where they're gonna go with that. It's interesting. Lashley and Benjamin don't want nothing to do with him.
Yeah, no. And especially, did you see what Cedric Alexander said?
I did not.
He said he'd love to join the Hurt Syndicate and finish unfinished business.
I would love that.
That would be awesome.
That'd be great for the, obviously the Hurt Business is awesome. So to have that would be awesome.
That'd be perfect because you got Bobby as the singles guy, you got Shelton and Cedric as a tag guys, or even Shelton as the main event and Bobby. I feel like any of the 3 could tag with each other, and they would just.
She had a female. Awesome. I had a female.
Who?
Athena.
Megan Bayne.
The first one that came to my mind. Huh?
Megan Bayne.
That'd be cool, but it seems like I'd imagine the Hurt Syndicate will probably, stick with African Americans as the group members. If that changes,
you cool. Racist fuck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, that's how it was in WWE too.
Yeah.
So. But
which I kind of like. I kind of like the. I don't know. Just one faction of I don't know how you say it without making it sound bad, but
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I get
I
you.
mean, in a good way.
We love the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
I want Bobby to win the world title eventually.
Fuck it. Have Eric join them.
Eric, oh yes, that'd be amazing. Bobby could just literally lift him up with one hand and just throw him at whoever they're facing. But yeah, so remember it was speculated back way back when they debuted that Swerve was going to join them. That was a time.
That'd be cool. But I think Swerve that would hold Swerve back.
I think Swerve's good with him and Nana.
Swerve's already been held back by one faction. He doesn't need to happen again.
Dude, I don't even know what that faction was even trying to be. That was bad.
Hit Row on the same page yet?
I was talking about an AEW. Like the Mogul affiliates or whatever.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a weird time.
I was talking about Hit Row.
It was okay when he had like Brian Cage in them, but when it was that one random like tatted up dude and that old minor league baseball player, that was just weird. Did not feel right
about that. But yeah, stay away from factions, sir. If they don't work well for you.
Yeah, he's fantastic on his own. He doesn't need a faction. He's main event on his own. So
no doubt about that.
If he wins a Dynasty, that's 2 years in a row. He wins the world title at Dynasty. That'd be pretty cool. And I was there for the first one. But that reminds me, the promo that Swerve and Mox had on Dynamite was fire.
That was really good.
I thought that was great.
Really good.
They cooked each other, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, that was really good.
One of Moxley's better promos in the past couple of months, in my opinion.
That was one of the best things Moxley's done since being champ.
For real. So, I got nothing else.
You Bass?
It's Sebastian. The
How
legend
you doing, my friend?
himself.
It's garbage. What's up, bro?
It's okay, we can't see it.
Doing all right. Thanks for having me.
We're not a beauty pageant over here.
Except James with his flowy hair.
Yeah. Hey, man, you gotta get the curls. You gotta get the curls for the girls, bro.
Hell yeah.
Always, yeah.
I just don't got any girls.
But you will. You will.
It will.
SCX will find you a nice
No,
wrestler.
it's a work in progress, all right?
You already got somebody lined up, James, huh?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I do?
I don't know. He said work in progress. So.
All right.
Oh, no, I don't have anything lined up right now.
Oh, no, just like in general.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find you a wrestling
okay. I know the lighting's pretty bad right now, but
all good.
We can see you mostly. Is there any way we can get? You think you can have a light closer to your face?
Yes.
If not, we'll make it work.
Closer to your face, he says.
Damn, I feel left out with the headset. I should go throw my headset on. I don't think my laptop has a port for it though.
Might blind me, but
actually, yeah, it might fit right there. I think it's USB-C. I just have my PlayStation.
Yo, we might be cooking with gas now.
Hell yeah!
All right,
much better. Perfect.
I think it looks a lot better.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
How you doing, man?
Doing all right. Just trying to wake up a little bit. So,
what kind of C4 is that? Is that blueberry?
It's the blue raspberry Jolly Rancher.
That's
it literally tastes like a liquid Jolly Rancher. It's crazy.
Yeah, that one's good.
That sounds amazing.
C4 is
the
my
watermelon
go-to.
one was really good.
Oof. I'll never forgive you, James, for making me try Prime.
Hey, but you enjoyed it.
He made you try it?
He forced it down my throat.
Okay.
Fucking held you down and everything, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. I about threw up everywhere.
But all right. Should we get hot take?
Yeah, let's just go through the plan here. So I don't know how long you plan on staying on, Sebastian. Feel free to stay on for the whole thing, but
dude, I got nothing better to do.
Hell yeah.
We got a blind ranking set up for you.
So, oh yeah.
I bet.
We'll do hot takes. We'll talk about WWE, guess the wrestler. We'll go through our top 10 WrestleMania matches. Do some blind rankings, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Sound like a plan?
Sure.
Should be pretty fun. WrestleMania season is in full swing, so
Dude, it's super exciting. This is some of the best. I don't know, dude. Like Mania season this year they've been cooking hard.
Yes, they have been. Yes, they have. A lot of good stuff going on, right? Especially after a lot of good stuff last night on Raw.
Dude,
if you
like
want, just
that
go into that
that
now.
Hunter
Yeah, I can go
spot, or
into-
not
yeah.
Hunter, that Gunther spot where he put Jimmy in the chokehold and he's bleeding everywhere. I'm like, yo, that's one hell of a look.
Yeah,
That was sick.
I think it added a
Holy
lot of
shit.
fuel to that feud that was much needed.
Dude, it added so much.
Exactly. I've been hyped for the match from the start because I liked their first two matches, but it fell off some course in the past, few weeks. But that, these past 2 weeks have helped picked it up a lot.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't been that excited about the match, but seeing that segment last night is definitely upped my excitement for it. So
It's been lost in the shuffle, I think, between like the Cody Cena, which by the way, 2 heavyweight boxers, and I'm on the fucking mic. That was crazy too. Between that and like the thing with Roman, Punk, and Seth, I feel like it's been lost in the shuffle. So it's
Definitely.
good that this is the up and needs. Now, if Charlotte and Tiffy had that same thing, sure, I'm calling it a side quest because I feel like no one cares.
Yeah, it's not been good. I think Charlotte absolutely cooked her in that little via satellite fucking promo they did a few weeks ago. And that definitely did not help Tiffy at all because I don't think Tiffy is transitioning well to a face. I think that's the biggest flaw.
NXT, she was like the mean girl, popular blonde, like heel, right?
Barbie,
Like
like Barbie.
yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. She's probably gonna turn on Nia. Probably gonna call her fat a couple times. Just be a mean girl. No, she never did any of that.
I think that would have been much preferred. It feels like it doesn't feel as natural as a face, not near as natural.
She just looks like a mean girl. She has that, mean girl, pretty girl look.
She has the vibe.
She has that, she looks like she can be a bitch, but that's why. And not in a good way. In a good way. I don't know if that means it can be a bitch in a good way, but I think it works better for her as a heel, and I don't know if it was a plan for her to be the heel in this feud, or more the fans kind of just forced it because the fans don't fuck with Charlotte at all.
So I don't know. So I didn't have a problem with Charlotte winning the Rumble. My problem starts is if Charlotte wins at Mania.
Yeah.
Charlotte winning the Rumble, why not? That's I don't have a problem with that. If she wins at Mania, then it's like, yo, come on, some bullshit.
Dude, I have a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense at that point. Like it's like if she would have went against Rhea Ripley again, I'm like, well, me, I guess. All right, we're doing this again.
Sebastian, honest question: when is the last time that you know that Charlotte's not been in the main title picture, like world title picture?
I couldn't tell you a time.
Exactly.
That's our problem.
And I don't think that's it's yeah. I don't think it's that bad of a problem, but the problem stems where, as James said a couple episodes ago, she has no character. Her character is belt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
She's a 14-time world champion already, and she debuted on the main roster in 2017
and
18.
I think she won half of those when she played hot potato with Sasha Banks.
Literally, yeah. So many of them.
Literal hot potato. It's what made me not care about Sasha Banks anymore.
Same. That's the exact time I fell off the rail of Sasha Banks.
Damn it,
sure, it's not her fault.
I didn't hate her for it, but it's like it made me just not care.
I'd agree.
And that's how I feel about Mercedes Moné now.
I'm all for it.
She has 4 belts, and apparently I don't know how true it is because you know how the internet could be. Has creative control. Now she has 4 different belts. I'm like, well.
I mean, it's not her fault that she's one of the biggest names out there in women's wrestling, and promotions want to push her for their titles. So
she is a name. I will say that she is a name.
Yeah.
I mean, she does all these interviews and stuff. She gets her name out there, so I really can't blame all these indie promotions for putting their titles on her. Not even India. I mean, New Japan. New Japan did it.
Yeah, I get it. Unfortunately, again, I don't like it. I just hope the one title I care about that she has the TBS title, and get off of already. It's almost been a year of hell.
All in, it's coming. Athena, she's gonna take it.
I hope so.
Are they gonna make a title for title so then she can have 6 or 5?
Is Athena still a
Ring of Honor title too?
Yeah. I mean, Athena's had it for a century. She's had the
My
other
God,
title for a
yeah.
century. Like,
Athena, yeah. There's no reason she didn't drop it to Billy Starks at that last Ring of Honor pay-per-view. But that's a conversation for another time.
But as you spoke about the CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, that shit has been nonstop fire. CM Punk's getting his WrestleMania main event, whether technicality or whatever, for night one, whatever you want to make, whatever makes the kid happy.
The kid, he's like 46-year-old man.
one man's dream is another man's favor. What a line, Roman Reigns. What a line.
Yeah, that was cool. You know, Seth hates Punk so much, he's mad that he got a WrestleMania main event. Like, Rollins is part of this match.
Bro, you got 3.
It's crazy, man, and they've been cooking. It's just not like the three of them have doing so well together because the history they have goes all the way back to the Shield, literally the start of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
did Seth and CM Punk go back to Ring of Honor? I don't know if they were there at the same time or not. I think Punk might have left already by the time Johnny Black.
Yeah, they might have been together at the promotion, but I don't recall seeing anything where they've had matches.
I think if their paths crossed, it would have been like Tyler Black just got there and Punk is just leaving.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because Punk,
I could be very wrong.
WWE in what, like 2007?
Am I being heard okay? Because I remember a couple of episodes back, like there's like an echo cancellation. Is everything all right?
Just fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you're perfect.
All right, cool.
Yeah, but because you know, even Punk said, you know, I brought y'all into this business, and I can take you out. Man, that's a cold line, but that's a cold line.
Just nonstop fire being thrown at each other. It's great.
Dude, it's promo battle. I don't know. I don't know. If you ask me, I wouldn't have put the triple threat as the main event, but that's just me. I think the World Championship should be the main event.
Jay and Gunther.
But I understand, but I completely understand it.
Yeah.
If anything, honestly, like the women's triple threat world title, I feel like I don't know. The build's been kind of weird for that too, but I feel like
I wonder how they're going to squeeze it now.
Yeah.
I think with the double disqualification fits it perfectly. Like, oh, you got them both disqualified, both, you know, whatever. Cause I don't know. I thought Rio was gonna win.
I thought that Cole said something about like, since Io Sky's still the world champion, that means Rhea Ripley's out.
Yeah, but it's wrestling, you know. Rhea's gonna get pissed at, you know, she didn't get it, and then they're gonna add it to it. And some fuckery. Yeah, it's wrestling. It's always 100%. Fuckery.
Yeah,
there's always.
It's so true. I think that match is gonna cook though too.
That match is gonna be great, and I'm hoping that Io retains because it doesn't make any sense to me to put the belt on Io just to lose it.
Yeah,
at Mania.
Honestly, my only thought with that is if they were gonna put it on Bianca or Rhea for one of them to pin Io to make the other one stay strong. Yeah. For Io to eat the pin, basically.
Like, if you were gonna put the belt on Bianca, do exactly as you said, right? And put Io in there just the same way you put Rhea Ripley in there.
Yeah.
Maybe tweak a little things, but I don't see the purpose of making Io a transitional champion.
Agreed. Yeah, they could have added her in by some weird, like win the chamber or something. I don't know, and add her in that way. But
the only way I think it would work is if Bianca turns full on heel. Then I think it might work. I want Bianca. I think Bianca needs a full-on heel turn bad. No,
I'm still really hoping that Bianca's involved with the whole Jade Cargill thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's not been close to being over yet. I feel like there's a lot that.
Yeah, because as we mentioned, man, we didn't predict any of this. We figured Bianca's not going to win the chain because she's involved with this. Io's not winning that. We were completely wrong about fucking everything. So yeah, I don't know. There's got to be something. There's got to be more to it.
Yeah,
unless Bianca's like, unless they're really just trying to separate Bianca with Jade for now, and kind of see if Jade can progress on her own.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens.
We'll see. What about Cena and Cody Rhodes? That was great. Like I mentioned earlier, that's two heavyweight boxers just going at it, just throwing haymakers at each other.
This very. Go ahead.
And like one thing I liked up until last night's promo was like the fact that they never mentioned The Rock. They never mentioned the final boss, and I'm thinking about like, you really didn't need to, unless this is like a long-term storytelling to like the next two manias where Cody's finally gonna fight The Rock. And it's like, oh, you went through all of his minions, and now you have to fight the literal final boss, right? But like, you didn't need The Rock and Travis Scott. Like, you didn't need them. But yeah, that match is gonna. I mean, I'm hoping Cena wins because I want to see what a year's worth of heel Cena looks like. But never know.
I think Cena has to win. That's the only way I see it. I think Cena has to win.
But like you said, scenario where he doesn't, to be honest.
Yeah.
It would feel so anticlimactic for Cody to retain, unless it was some weird like double cross by The Rock and turning on Cena. I don't know. It would just
be fucking wild.
It would be wild, but why? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
There would be no purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, that's Sebastian said that promo. I mean, dude, that was I think Cody's best promo of his career.
Yeah, he was cooking.
He went hard.
Yeah.
And that last kind of punchline, like no one's ever said that I can't wrestle. I'm like, ooh, that struck a nerve. That struck a nerve.
You know, him bringing up
Cena, absolutely.
Yeah, him bringing up Vince, basically bringing up Vince, saying how your boy's not hitting, the guy who liked you the most ain't here no more. I'm like, oh shit.
Dude,
Cena brought up Tony Khan. I didn't catch it. It took me like fucking probably until now. And
it was like instead of taking one millionaire's money, you took this millionaire's money or something like that.
Oh yeah, Cena said like I built.
It was like a double entendre.
Yeah,
because it was talking about Triple H and Tony Khan.
Yeah, like I built a franchise with billionaires while you just take money from their kids, hinting at Shad
Like
Khan.
that line was also so good.
I didn't catch that until I saw this thing where they mentioned. I'm like, how the fuck does that involve AEW? I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, it was so sly. It was so good.
Yeah, and dude, they were going back and forth, and there's not many people who can go back and forth with Cena.
No.
Like I thought they were protecting Cody because Cena's always been good on the mic. I'm like, imagine heel Cena, like just let loose and say what the hell you want. I'm like, Cody's gonna die. Cody doesn't stand a chance. Held up. But nah,
Cody held up.
I think Cody won that battle by a hair.
Oh yeah, that final line definitely got him.
Definitely.
Have you watched the promo yet?
Definitely escalated my interest too. I feel like up in the past couple weeks, I've just been like, whatever. Like Cena's the typical heel stuff of you people turned on me, blah blah blah. Like I hate you people, just dumb stuff. It didn't really have substance. It felt like to me. So like,
really,
yeah. Until last night, because I watched all the promos up until now.
Even then, like I still feel like the angle that they chose was really the angle they went with. Was very like it made sense. Like you almost want to side with Cena. Like yeah, we were kind of dicks to you.
Oh yeah,
100% were.
I
hated Cena.
It's me. I'm the problem.
Like everybody at some point hated Cena. I was booing him too at one point or another. It was like yeah, you kind of got us on that one.
Yeah, I was kind of a dick,
See, the only problem I have with that is like, well, you kind of brought it up, Sebastian, of zero mention of The Rock at all. And it's like, so why was The Rock needed for Cena to sell his soul or whatever? I mean, Cena could have just done it, unless they're playing the long game. I mean, they could just
be playing the long game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like WrestleMania 45, it's gonna be Cena versus not Cena. It's gonna be Cody versus The Rock.
In 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years after Cody goes through another like three or four people that sold their soul.
Yeah,
that actually would be awesome.
I definitely think it's a long game.
Literal video game.
Cena, he Rock did that 3 thing back at Bad Blood, and then he did 2 at the Chamber. So it's still one more. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know. One more person.
Still one more person.
It's so mysterious.
One more person. Maybe it's Logan Paul.
Oh God!
You want some true? You want some true heel heat?
Dude, the minute Logan Paul wins the world title, I stop watching WWE.
I don't think that's happening. I
don't think so either. But at the same time, I can see it happening.
Him as U.S. champ is
I
bad
can really see it happening.
But Yeah, I don't know. I definitely, there's definitely a long game with The Rock.
There has to be. There's not. They couldn't have done it for just no reason to have The Rock involved. So.
I mean, now we know that everything they do is not by coincidence. He didn't make this
For nothing.
for no reason.
Yeah.
Because that's just the way he says 3. Like, there's.
Nowadays, with Triple H's booking, he loves small details that you got to pay attention to. A lot of stuff connects. I know some people are going all the way back to the Raw where The Rock beat the shit out of Cody with Cena's trailer in the background. Whether that's coincidence or actual, plot.
I'm
Who
thinking
knows?
that was just
Like,
like
I'm
thinking that was just a I think that was a foreshadow for 40 that the people are supposed to come out.
Maybe. Yeah, Triple H loves the hidden
almost
details. It is, yeah.
What else is going on in WWE that you want to talk about?
NXT looks like they're cooking. Their women's division is definitely cooking.
Women's division cooking, dude. Stephanie Vaquer is awesome.
Dude, she is great.
She is fantastic.
Latino gang all day. She is cooking.
Is Roxanne Perez Latino too?
Yes.
I feel like
so.
I feel like I've heard that. Latino.
Yeah, I believe.
She's Latina. Lola Vice is all over there. I mean, like, NXT looks really, really good. I don't want to say the forbidden words of it's better than the black and gold era, but they got.
Don't you dare!
I will not say that. But it's going really well from over there. I mean, just stars,
man,
across the board. Just
but they didn't have like a Charlotte or an Asuka or Sasha Banks or like a Samoa Joe or anybody like that.
Well, a lot of the black and gold NXT guys were already known in the indies, though.
Exactly, yeah.
Like you had your Adam Coles, you had your Kyle O'Reillys,
Kevin Strongs, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. You had your El Genericos, Adrian Neville. These are guys that they didn't really build them up.
He was NXT? When?
Damn, bro. He got me on that one. Got my ass on that one. Yeah, so it's like beautiful.
I found his mask somewhere, just randomly.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And Alex is El Generico this whole I knew it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I've actually put on some of the best Ring of Honor matches ever. Little did you know.
I knew it.
No, I wouldn't say it's better than black and gold, not by a long shot still, but they're doing really well.
Yeah. I think the stuff with TNA has helped them a lot too. I think, which is odd enough, but it has brought more eyes to it. With Hardy Boys showing up, Joe Hendry showing up.
I think that they really want to spice it up with this whole TNA merger thing, right? Or this whole partnership. Have Moose or somebody from TNA, right? Have them win the NXT title.
Yes, I agree.
Don't let somebody from NXT win the TNA belt. Some Canadian dickhead already did that. Let's not do that. All right, let's not do that. But I think that would really spice things up.
I think
that would be wild. Seeing an NXT guy with the TNA or a TNA guy with the NXT title, that would be wild.
I think the biggest thing that they missed the boat on is they should have done AJ Styles versus Joe Hendry at WrestleMania for the TNA title. I think that would have helped put Joe Hendry over like crazy.
That would have been good. That would have been great.
Yeah, obviously AJ Styles has Logan Paul now.
Oh God!
It seems like they're limiting it. They're limited. I can't speak. They're stopping it at NXT.
Yeah. Well, they had Joe Hendry in the Rumble. That was about it, though.
Well, the Rumble's open to everybody, supposedly.
True. Yeah. I don't know.
It'd be nice to see the TNA title on the main roster, outside of the Rumble, obviously. That would be cool, like at Mania.
That would have been cool. I think that'd have been better. And I think Logan Paul and AJ Styles would be a good match. But I would prefer that.
Nah.
AJ Styles has the weirdest history of opponents at WrestleMania. He's gone from Randy Orton to Shane McMahon to Logan Paul. Like he is. I think his best match.
Jericho.
Ironically, his best match is probably with Shane McMahon.
Which is really weird. And he's even at Mania right now. I think he's 4-4.
Yeah, he's
Damn,
Undertaker.
it's been that long? Jesus.
Yeah, Taker. Yeah.
He has-
Yeah. He's about to be in WWE for 10 years now.
He's
That's
16.
crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
it's
Doesn't
crazy.
feel like it's been that long.
No.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
counting down the days till AJ leaves.
I don't think so. I don't.
Buddy,
This
you
is-
got less than 2 years.
yeah.
I just want to see AJ Styles versus
It
Will
really
Ospreay.
hurts.
Styles versus Ospreay. That's all I want to see before he retires. Just once. Just one more time.
I would love to see that. I don't see it happening within the time frame. If AJ Styles is sticking to his word, he wants to be done by 50, and he's 48 now.
Yeah.
Or at least he's turning 48, I think.
Something like that.
He's got,
yeah.
a couple of years. Max.
Which sucks.
It does suck, dude.
Wants to be a family man. What a selfish prick.
Yeah, for real. Fucking dickhead.
Caring about
What
his
the fuck are you
family.
doing, dude?
Fuck them kids.
What like? You want to have a functioning brain and not having to feel pain in your back for the next 20 years?
Soft.
What?
Soft
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, you got soft hands, brother. Like, no way.
You got anything else you need to hit on WYC Bass?
Not really. I think I hit on all points. Oh, just take out the women's tag team titles.
Yeah, it's
100%.
yeah.
We've been
Waste of
saying it
time.
for so long.
It's a waste of fucking time.
It is.
IC
Other
title.
than that, no.
Braun Breaker, Penta.
Yeah, it's starting to beef up a little bit because Braun accidentally spared Penta.
I think it's. I'm
Mask
pretty
ready.
sure it's happening. Yo, that's sick.
I got his autograph on it, actually.
Yo, that's sick. Is
Right
that
after
Joker inspired?
It's the Joker
Yeah.
mask, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's
He
sick.
got that autograph right after he had the crisp dab from Penta. One of
Yeah.
the best dabs I
Dude,
ever seen was from
crisp
him and
dab,
Penta.
it was solid.
It was
dude.
Damn.
a nice dab.
I'll never forget that dab. That dab.
Yeah, no, Penta. I think they might put the belt on him. If they do a Mania match, I think they're gonna put the belt on him.
I think
They
they
should,
should
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Should.
I think Braun can start working his way
We're
up.
gonna move Braun Breaker up to the World Heavyweight title, let him cut Jay in half, and now I'm a
Dude.
happy man.
I'd be okay with it.
It would
Same
work.
as the Intercontinental title run.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Ended after a month.
It would work, yeah.
2 weeks it would be. They did the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Papa H, this is real easy. You know, you have Braun Breaker lose, Money in the Bank comes around. Braun Breaker wins Money in the Bank.
Shit, that's
There
basically
you go.
That's basically what Gunther did. He lost the IC title and then won the King of the Ring.
Yeah. Oh yeah, King of the Ring too. He could win that.
Oh shit, I guess there's a lot of avenues, isn't there?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Braun.
Yeah. Speaking of Penta, I know we hit on it a little bit earlier. Ray Phoenix is showing up on SmackDown.
I don't like the fact that they announced it.
Yeah.
I don't like I like my surprises in wrestling, which is like I feel like
Yep.
we're losing that more and more. But you know,
Unfortunately.
there are times that a surprise catches you, and it's like there's no better feeling than that.
100%.
I think this one was just so obvious because they're hinting at Aleister Black. They done the promo packages, but nothing confirms it. A strong hint. Where if Ray Phoenix was damn near, they basically showed his mask and everything. Like, yeah, you know who that is. Yeah, it's like, yeah, but no name yet. And they advertised it, and I think it's cool that they're keeping him off of Raw, keeping him away for Penta. I think they could both run solo for maybe a year or so, and then maybe reunite as tag team.
I just pray Ray Phoenix stays healthy, dude. That dude always has injury problems.
He does.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah,
He's
it's
amazing when he's
unfortunate.
healthy.
Yeah.
Keep him away from the LWO too.
Keep
both
him
of
away
God,
from LWO.
Yeah. Thankfully, they've kept
I
Penta
fucking
away.
love him, but keep him away from that.
Yeah, because they still acknowledge him as Penta's brother, so it's not like they're hiding that. But so keep them singles.
They'll become a tag team eventually down the
Oh
line.
yeah, it's guaranteed.
Some
Inevitable.
things are so obvious.
Like Thanos,
Yeah.
it's inevitable.
Yeah. Got anything else WWE wise? Or you want
the US title. I mean,
LA Knight? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, just Shinsuke Nakamura deserves better. He's been deserving better.
He's gone too. He's out.
I think is his contract expiring? Because if that case,
Yeah.
go to AEW.
He
think
told him
that's
he's not coming back.
He's much better.
He straight up told him he's like, I'm not resigning. So I can see him going back to New Japan, to be honest.
I think New Japan would be
That
his
too, yeah.
best thing. I think AEW he'd get lost in the shuffle too.
I want him to have a couple matches in AEW with some people, but I don't think
he
he
needs
needs
New
to
Japan. Yeah. Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Him
Yeah,
and
because that's coming up. Yeah, that's coming up in is it August?
Alex,
like
I gotta ask you a question. How did you feel about the Okada Brody King match that happened at
Revolution?
Was it? Yeah.
Underwhelming, I think. Unfortunately, it sucks. It didn't suck. It was just average.
I don't know. I feel like this Okada just isn't the same Okada from Japan,
He's
right? Like
not.
he doesn't feel the same.
It feels like he's phoning it in almost.
This
But I mean,
Brody King match was like Brody King whipping his ass for about 5-6 minutes straight,
Yeah.
and then I get it. It's his
Rainmaker.
finish. It's deadly. Nobody ever kicks out of it. But one of them, like one clothesline, that's it. You couldn't get any more offense before that.
Yeah, that match was definitely underwhelming. I will say though, Okada's match versus Ospreay at World's End was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
like he's still got it. He's got it in there. It doesn't feel like he brings it out very often at all.
I was about to say he still has it, but I don't think he cares as much anymore.
I think he's just hanging out with his friends and just doing whatever.
Yeah,
it feels
he's
like
just having fun. He's like, oh, these guys don't actually forearm me in the face. Okay, yeah, I can actually relax.
God, I'm not getting punched all the time.
Yeah, like I don't have to go strong style every single match here. That's great.
Unless you're facing Eddie Kingston, then.
I don't know, dude. Those little like baby chops he's overdoing in the corner. That is horrendous.
Yeah.
Fuck Eddie Kingston.
Hey, fuck you. He's coming back to the Owen Hart, I bet you.
Unfortunately, probably.
James is not a fan of pro wrestling's drunk uncle.
Just had an idea, James. Eddie Kingston is finally the one to beat Mox.
Dude, I'd stop watching it.
No, you wouldn't. Shut up.
Dude, I'd stop watching it. I'd stop watching until the next episode.
Until the next episode.
Oh, man.
Terrible. That would be bad.
That would be more. Eddie Kingston or Mercedes Moné?
I'll say Mercedes Moné because she's just always on TV. Eddie Kingston disappears and I forget about him. Mercedes Moné is always in my fucking face and just never goes away.
Oh my god.
I respect Eddie Kingston's heart for the business. Like, he has a lot of heart and he loves the business. I just think he's so boring to watch. He just puts me to sleep.
The one time I was like, yo, this dude's legit crazy was I can't remember what AEW pay-per-view it was. I think it was the Anarchy in the Arena match.
Dude, oh my god.
Whichever one where he was about to light Jericho on fire?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. Like, that is one crazy visual.
When he was walking out of the tunnel with the gas can, like, oh my god, dude, all bloody.
Yeah.
Looked like a horror movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I hate Eddie Kingston. I'll probably be more dragged. I don't see anything in him.
He's just real. He's just relatable. He's just a guy who hates himself and loves pro wrestling. That's it.
You got anything else we need to talk about WWE, AEW?
I don't think so.
Let's get into these hot takes then.
All right. Sebastian, you're our guest. I'll let you go first.
All right. I don't know. Let me know if it's hot enough. So I might have one hotter. But the best thing for Seth Rollins to do is to, whenever his contract expires, or just straight up ask for his release, is to go to AEW.
Yes.
Oof.
Yes.
He has done everything that he can do in WWE. He's had a year-long reign as the world champion. He's won the Royal Rumble. He's won the Money in the Bank. I mean, what else are you going to give him? He's made events at WrestleMania. He's a Grand Slam champion, I'm pretty sure. Has he ever won the U.S. title?
Two-time over Grand Slam champion.
Two-time over Grand Slam champion. Like, I don't know what else he needs to do. At this point, we've seen the best of Seth Rollins during his year-long reign with the world title. I would love to see him against Will Ospreay, him against Kenny Omega.
Yep.
MJF would be great, but specifically with Omega and Ospreay, because I know they're never going to come to the Fed.
Those matches would be insane.
Ospreay's never going to come to
I don't know about Ospreay. Omega I could see, but Ospreay I don't think so.
I
Yeah,
can see the other
Osprey's
way.
never
I'd say
gonna come
other.
over to WWE. Omega, maybe.
I can see both.
I can see them both being like for lifers. Shoot, he can go to AEW and have a program with Mox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How hard would
that'd
that
be
go?
awesome. That would be
Right?
sweet.
There's definitely like, booking wise, there's so much good stuff, and I would love it. Just when it comes to people coming out of WWE, I always say the same fucking thing.
Fucking video
My
games.
my damn video games, man.
No, I get it.
Bro, just play Fight Forever. It's
Buddy,
not that hard.
I get it.
It is that hard to play Fight Forever. It is that hard. I'm about to pay $20.
Oh yeah, I am never
gonna
gonna Fight Forever. That game looks terrible. But no, what else would you want Rollins to do? After this whole thing with the triple threat, what you gonna put Heyman with him? And do what? Have him go for another world title reign?
There's really not much.
You make a fair point. It's definitely true. He there's so much more new stuff he can do in AEW. Do I see it happening? No, because Seth has bagged AEW several times. But yeah, it's definitely dream matches. Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay is the number one dream match I have right now.
Like if you were to ask, like if I was to magically, because I know it's not possible, be able to trade two wrestlers in each one, I'm like moving Seth Rollins to WWE and I'm moving MJF into
no.
I'm trading. That would be my trade at least. That would I believe is a fair 1-for-1.
MJF
That's
for
a fair
Rollins.
1-for-1.
Ugh, man,
that's a fair 1-for-1.
If I'm AEW, I wouldn't do that. To be honest.
Ooh, that's I don't know.
That's
a big name.
I'm keeping MJF all day, every day.
That's huge.
Yeah, he might be, but MJF is he's the guy. He's young. He's amazing. He's the guy I'm building the future around. Him and Ospreay.
I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I think that's the best thing for him to do. But I think he's gonna be in WWE for the rest of this.
He's the definition of a lifer. I'll be honest. Him and Roman, I feel like will never leave.
Oh yeah, Roman.
I don't think Roman has to continue wrestling anymore. To be honest with you,
I think Roman goes Hollywood. He definitely wouldn't go to. Roman does not work in AEW. He would never.
No,
his style's not AEW. Not at all.
No,
but Roman goes Hollywood.
I wouldn't hate Roman versus Mox again. But
dude, that's why we just need Triple H and Tony Khan stop being a little petty crybaby, whatever. Whoever the problem is, just God, dude, that cross promotion shit would be so good, man.
Have a true
Shield triple threat.
Forbidden Door.
Oh man,
dude, that shit would be insane, dude. That would, dude, a crossover with them would sell out anywhere, dude.
It'd sell out stadiums.
A proper one, and not the one at a random minor pay-per-view.
Yeah, that it needs to happen. I think we're closer than further from it, but it's still pretty far.
I think it's pretty far away, sadly.
I don't know if Mox will ever come back.
No,
money talks, but I don't know. I mean, in that cross promotion, I don't know. Someone's ego is too big, and I think it's one of the cons.
I think it's both. It's Triple H and Tony Khan. It's definitely both of them. Triple H called them a pissing company. There's no,
That is true.
Triple H loves talking his shit.
Oh yeah, so does Tony Khan.
Yeah.
No,
even though we haven't heard it at all.
Low-key, they both want to do it, just no one's making the first move.
Yeah, because if you're Tony Khan, are you really going to call up Triple H? Or if you're Triple H,
looking at that phone, just
yeah,
he'll
no
call
way.
me one day.
If Triple H called Tony Khan, there's no way Tony Khan's going to say no. You'd be stupid to say no. That's easy money for AEW.
100%.
Easy viewership.
Tony Khan's done stupider things, so.
Has he? Signing Mercedes money.
Yeah.
No. I mean, according to James, maybe. Yeah. Maybe like the whole announcing that he released Punk, that was kind of dumb.
Feared for his life.
I don't know why. I don't know why you would live do that and then release the video. It's I don't know.
It worked out for Jack Perry. That's about it.
Yeah, it did work out for Jack Perry. That's.
I would say this about him signing Mercedes. I mean, think about it. The downfall of WWE is Mercedes Sasha Banks' rise. Then she left. WWE got popular and AEW fell off. Tell me I'm wrong. Shut up. Tell me I'm wrong.
Shut up, James.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you know what we need to do? We need to do a fantasy booking Forbidden Door around Forbidden Door season.
I'd be down.
That's what we're going to do.
AEW, WWE?
Yep.
All right, I'd be down. All right. You want your hot take
Tony or
next?
Triple H, if you're seeing this.
Triple H watches the pod. I know he does.
100%, yeah.
I own the stock. It's okay. Him and I are tight.
What are we doing? What's up?
You want the hot take, or you want me to go next?
Yeah, I'll go. So,
All right.
unless Sebastian has anything else.
Anything else you need to add on?
That was it.
Honestly, probably a pretty hot take. It's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned AEW, you're definitely getting hate.
Oh, yeah, dude. All the time. All right, so my hot take is Hogan versus Rock, WrestleMania 18. One of the most overrated matches of all time. Of all time. Maybe the most.
Honestly, I'd agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't
Not
see
very
anything wrong
hot.
with that. It's to me it ain't, and we'll get to the top 10 manias later. But I mean, it's an aura match.
Exactly. That's my problem with it. Is literally like the most memorable part is the stare down that happened between Rock and Hogan. That's literally
that call from JR is pretty fire though. The one where like when Hogan drops the leg on Rock and JR just goes, he beat Andre with that move before he like kicks out. That is a fire call.
I just
That's
watched that match last night. I watched Hogan Andre last night for some reason because I was watching.
Really?
I was watching Steamboat Savage, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna scroll to the end and watch the main event." But
only 2 matches worth watching at 3.
That one's not even hardly worth watching. But
yeah, but I'd
though,
agree.
I don't. You know what? Other people can like it. That's fine. But yeah, Hogan Rock. It's way more known for a stare down than it is for the match, and I'm okay with a aura type of match as long as the match is actually like at least decent. But
I think it gets its reputation for that, and then very natural double turn that happens. Like more natural than when
after the match, yeah.
Brett and Austin did it back in like 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 of the biggest icons in history. That's for sure. I'm not doubting that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it was a fantastic moment. The match to
awesome.
me, I need good action in a match for it to be memorable, and it just wasn't.
I'd agree.
And people rank it in like the top. Like I've seen a lot of people say it's the best WrestleMania match ever because it's Rock versus Hogan, but like
it's crazy.
I've seen it.
It's
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't know.
I must not watch many WrestleManias. That was in the best match on that night.
No, it's people who care about just the moment only. So
right, yeah.
So,
yeah.
But because we don't like wrestling in our wrestling, some people don't. Some people don't. Weirdly enough. But
you got anything else before I get my hot take?
No, sir.
All right, my hot take. Y'all might agree with me because y'all's age, but a lot of the old heads might not like this. My hot take is the Ruthless Aggression era is miles better than the Attitude Era. And, I get how legendary the Attitude Era was, logistic size, but the wrestling in the Ruthless Aggression era clears the Attitude Era. Like, not even close. Promos,
okay.
Promo-wise, it's obviously legendary promo stuff. I'm not debunking the Attitude Era whatsoever, but promo-wise, there's so many good promos, anything with Rock, Jesus Christ. Cena and Edge, Cena Orton, Triple H, Shawn, Batista and Triple H. It goes on for miles and miles.
When do you stop the Ruthless Aggression era?
I stopped at 2010 personally. 2008,
I think
9-10.
PG started like 2008, didn't it?
I stopped it at 2008. About
2008. Yeah,
about the Bash 2008 is where I stopped it.
Yeah, I'll say
that's when they went PG.
That's fair. Yeah, fine. 2008. Yeah, from 2000. What 2? 2008.
2001.
1 and 2.
I would say 2 because that's when Vince was like, I want ruthless aggression.
And that's John Cena. Ruthless aggression.
So at least I would categorize it from 2002 to about middle of 2008.
And
whenever they went HD.
A nice 6-year stretch though. That's
great 6-year stretch.
It went longer than the Attitude Era. If you stop and think about it, Attitude Era was only 4 years long.
Yeah,
exactly. And I think there's more better feuds in the Ruthless Aggression era than is the Attitude Era. Obviously, Attitude Era has a lot of legendary. Rock, Austin, Triple H, Rock,
Undertaker.
Austin
Undertaker,
McMahon.
yeah, Austin McMahon.
Yeah.
I think that clears any feud that the Ruthless Aggression might have. I mean, Rock Triple H.
I
That
wouldn't
was
say
great.
Rock Triple H. That's good, but I mean, like, man, dude, like,
I mean, Rock Austin is up there.
Rock Austin
Yeah.
had a great trifecta. I mean,
oh
sure,
yeah, I'm
that
not
last match
dissing
happened
them.
19.
I'm not saying Ruthless are better than them. But I think Ruthless Aggression has more feuds, interesting feuds,
Okay.
than Attitude Era. I'm not necessarily comparing the feuds itself. I think they just had more to it.
That's fair.
And the mid card in the
that's
Ruthless
fair.
Aggression era is top tier. That's
The mid card was
best.
amazing.
Exactly.
It was like the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
It was just a bunch of bullshit.
It was
Yeah.
it was the Attitude Era roster, like, it's just it wasn't that good in hindsight.
Yeah.
Really wasn't.
It had the greatest names, but once you get past those top names,
It was top heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
It was top heavy. Even though we had some of the most egregious wrestling in 2019, that roster in 2019 WWE was way better than 1996, 1998.
Name wise, that's
just depth wise. I would
Think
agree.
about it.
Depth wise,
Yeah, depth wise.
Depth-wise,
Because the
okay,
Attitude Era is very top heavy. And then who do you remember from the mid card?
Spike Dudley,
porn star.
porn
Wait,
star.
you got Val Venus. You got what? Mosh
yeah,
and Thrasher.
Venus, Rikishi, dude, what a feud that was. Rikishi doing the splash off the top of the cage,
that
dude.
splash
Oh
was
my
fire.
god,
That splash was awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Again, JR, a great line from JR. Think about this. You're gonna end up regretting it. Oh, it's such a great call.
JR is legendary, dude.
Legendary.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, James. I feel like Attitude Era was more about the moment or the segment, and Ruthless Aggression Era was more about the wrestling.
I think Ruthless is a
That's
good
fair, yeah.
mix. It's a great mix of. I think, that's my favorite period of wrestling. I don't think it's the best. That's gonna be another hot take for another time. What I think the best era of wrestling is, but I'll save that for another hot take.
Oh, I already know.
All right.
Yeah, man. Ruthless Aggression is up there with like Black and Gold NXT for me for favorite points in wrestling.
Yeah.
God, there was something magical there because that didn't last very long either.
Like the 2017 to 2019 era of Black and Gold NXT was just
a good
peak.
time.
It was so good.
It was crazy too, because like every single time that we watched like a Big Four pay-per-view and like there was like a takeover, we would make bets. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see how, or not even make bets. We'd be like, well, let's see how Takeover does so much better than the Big Four that's coming up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it would be a better show.
Dude, it was just banger after banger takeover. It was crazy. They had such a crazy run.
Yeah.
Which was the one that we went to, James? Do we go to Takeover Chicago 2 or something?
It was when Masa and
they had that street fight, right?
Masa and Ciampa. Yeah, it was a street fight between Gargano and Ciampa.
2017 Chicago.
Great
I just
damn
watched
show.
that pay-per-view.
18.
19?
18.
19?
2017 was our graduation. We didn't go to that one.
It's
2018 was a street fight. Because remember, after the injury, after they turned, he got injured. We didn't get the match until a year after the turn.
What am I thinking of? What? So 2017 was Tyler Bate versus Pete Dunne.
Yeah, that's when Tommaso turned.
Oh,
on
okay.
Johnny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then he got injured afterwards.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What we got next, Alex?
We can do, doesn't matter. Guess the wrestler. We can go through our top, whatever. We can do a blind ranking.
You want to do guess the wrestler?
Yeah, let's do guess the wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
My least favorite time of this podcast. I suck at this game, Sebastian.
Yeah, I know, dude. You're struggling. You're struggling,
Damn,
bro.
I didn't need that bad validation.
Doug, you gotta throw Shark Boy or something at him, bro. Like, come on, man. Yeah, you gotta throw some obscure names at him.
This man replicates Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm gonna send you a message, Alex, really quick.
Okay. What did I do?
Oh, this is for guess the wrestler. I just don't want to say because he's right there.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Fuck off, James. That's the one I had for you. You
2
bitch.
weeks.
Dude, last time we came up with the same one too.
Man.
What the hell?
Okay, yo, to Alex's defense, there's no way. Like, why would he guess the Miz? Like, there's no way he's got the same exact one as me.
Exactly.
Like, there's no
right.
way.
Exactly. Thank you. All right, I got.
So that option was completely out the door. Because what are the chances?
Out of all the wrestlers out there, and we came up with the same one. All right, I got a new one for you, James.
All right. So, who's guessing first?
Fuck, I'll go and get it out of the way.
All right. I'll get the clock going.
I still have the record for the shortest time.
Yeah, with Logan Paul.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Ironically enough, look at that.
I'm pulling up his person's accomplishments. All right.
Pull up your wiki.
Oh man, here we go.
Can you see that, Alex?
I'm not ready because I hate this game because I always freeze up. All right, yep.
You see it?
Yep.
Hey yo, dog. Why an extra 3 seconds?
Give some time.
Are they active wrestlers?
Active? No.
Have they been in AEW?
Yes.
Were they in WWE?
Yes.
Is it Sting?
No.
Oh, that's a good guess. Non-active. Is it Lex Luger? He showed up at AEW one time. I don't know. Have they been AEW champion? Any champion?
No.
Were they champion in WWE?
Yes.
World champion?
Yes.
Royal Rumble winner?
No.
Active in the Attitude Era?
Yes.
The fuck? Active in the not a current wrestler?
No, he hasn't wrestled in a while.
So Edge is out of the picture because what the hell?
10 seconds.
Oh my god, that time flew by. Has he been in AEW since? Is it Dustin Rhodes?
No.
Ah, that was a good guess. But he's. Let me guess. My time's up.
Yep, time is up.
Fuck. Wow, that time flew by. Okay, so not active anymore. He's been in AEW, been a world champion in WWE. Attitude Era. Hasn't wrestled in a while. Bro, I am blanking right now. Don't tell me. MVP?
No, Sebastian, you gotta guess it.
He wasn't in the Attitude Era. Damn it.
This doesn't count for you, Sebastian. Just interested.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I don't know if you were paying attention. This doesn't count for you.
Oh yeah, I was paying attention.
Do you have a guess?
Is it Big Show?
Yeah, Big Show.
Oh,
wow.
Fuck. I'm an idiot. God.
Yep.
Like I started thinking about it, I was like, non-active, AEW, Attitude Era.
I hate my life.
Yeah, that really filters it.
Should we do Sebastian next, or should I go next?
Yeah, do Sebastian. Give me a second to cool down. I'm actually going to go grab a water. I'll be right back.
All right. You want to wait for him to come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, do you do any, like, editing out?
Alex does that.
Okay.
Like, he'll do this stuff and whatnot.
Probably the part where I grab my lamp, too.
Yeah.
Good.
Dude, driving that car sucks ass, dude.
Bro, they did you so dirty with the Mirage. That's crazy.
Man,
You know what's funny? So, like, I was giving away a ride to work, and yeah, I showed him what it was, and like, you know, like the picture in your Snapchat was like, you know, the badge was hidden and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I go, like, what is that? Like a Versa? Like, I thought it was a Nissan Versa or something. He goes, no, dude, that's a Mirage. That's a literal go-kart. That's a literal go-kart. 3-cylinder engine, like 50 horsepower. Takes you like 3 business days to go highway speeds.
Literally, dude. All right. Ready to see this?
Bring it on!
Oh, no. You got this. You're about to have a better winning percentage than I do.
And we do the 3 seconds just to give you time so you can see the countdown.
I bet. Go for it.
You ready?
Yep. Male or female?
Yes or no questions.
Oh shoot. Is it a male?
Yes.
Is he a world champion? Have they been a world champion?
Yes.
Are they in AEW?
No.
Are they in WWE?
Yes.
Still active?
Yes.
Active in the Attitude Era?
No.
Active in the Ruthless Aggression Era?
Yes.
Active in current era?
Yes.
John Cena?
No.
Have they been an Intercontinental champion?
Yes.
U.S. champion?
Yes.
Shoot, I don't remember what he said for world champion. Tag team champion?
Yes.
Cody Rhodes?
No. And time's up. Last guess.
Damn, that does go by really quickly, doesn't it?
It does.
Can't remember what he said for world champion or not.
I can. Yeah. You asked that. Yes. I was world champion.
Oh, world champion.
I
Okay.
can clarify that.
Is it the Miz?
No, it is Randy Orton.
Randy. Oh shoot.
Well, that
Okay.
didn't kill
Yeah,
him.
that makes sense. That time goes surprisingly fast.
It
That's
does.
crazy.
It goes
Oh
like
my
crazy
God.
fast.
Can
It's
you
the
just
fastest
freeze up?
minute.
Like,
All right. Hit me with it, Alex. Let's go.
let me get the timing. Hope I stump you on this one, but I have a feeling you're gonna get it. All
Probably
right.
somebody from like a local indie promotion.
Can you see? Yeah. Alvin Tankman.
Yeah.
Can you
I can
see?
see. Yep. Is he still active?
Yes.
Is it a he?
No. You threw me off.
Are they in AEW?
Yes.
Have they ever been in WWE?
Yes.
Have they been a champion in AEW?
Yes.
AEW Women's Champion.
No.
TBS Champion.
Yes.
Is it Mercedes Moné?
Yes. God damn it.
You ain't-
You threw a wrench in
Bro,
my
what?
thing for stealing Randy Orton, you bastard.
All right, we're keeping it going.
Your favorite women's wrestler of all time.
I really threw you for a wrench when I said, "Is he still active?" I'm like, I probably should clarify. If
Yeah, is
he
he still active? I didn't know whether to say yes or no.
All right.
At that point, you just say no.
15
I said,
and,
Damn it.
Because
15 and
he's
1.
not active.
15 and 1. Fucking Kurt
Someday, I'm
Angle.
gonna throw a random like
That's
Brooklyn
rough.
Brawler at you or something.
I'll be
Dude, I'm
ready.
telling you, dude, like you're gonna have to like throw like Curry Man at. Throw him some like 2000s TNA stars at him, bro.
Hell yeah. All right. Well,
Right, should we go to top 10 WrestleMania matches?
we can do that and then end with a blind ranking.
All right, sounds good.
How do we want to do this? Because 10 is a lot to list off all at once, but I don't know. What's going to be easier for you to make shorts?
It'd be easier if I do all my 10 and
Okay.
do all your that would be a lot easier short wise.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, who wants to go first? I'll go first since y'all went first on the other
Go
stuff.
for it.
All right. So, top 10 WrestleMania matches of all time. My number 10, Drew McIntyre versus Gunther versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 39, the triple threat. I was, expected to be a banger just with the names on it, but in my opinion, that's arguably one of the best matches that is the best match of WrestleMania 39. An iconic triple threat match. Now, it's very hard sometimes to make a triple threat work, but especially with WrestleMania when you have all these other great matches on your card, but that one did it. That was hard hitting, close call finishes. You really could saw it going to anyone, because Sheamus is always a good run-in because he's never had the title before. But that was a big start to Gunther's legendary reign. I know he didn't win it there, but it was a few months after he won it. And yeah, solid match.
Wasn't Gunther was champion?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He didn't win it there, but that was around the start of his reign.
My bad, I misunderstood.
Yeah. All right. Number 9, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13.
Number 9,
You know,
man.
yeah. Obviously, I'm not the I've said I'm not the biggest Bret Hart fan in the world, but
I'm surprised he's on your list.
I gotta recognize
surprised.
greatness. Recognize greatness when I see it. That match, legendary hour match, and iconic double turn, the blood pouring from Austin's face. It was one of the most like legendary images of like all of wrestling. Probably top 5, definitely top 10 legendary images. And the match itself, it was such a good match. Like I said, I don't think Bret Hart is as good as people say he is, but he's still good. I'm not gonna say he's not good. I just think he's overrated.
Hater.
That match is
Work, bro.
It's a legendary match. All right.
Bret Hart can wrestle a broom, bro. I mean,
Exactly. Thank you. Finally,
like
somebody.
I'm not a huge Bret Hart fan myself. That's because his attitude kind of sucks ass. But like, damn,
It's petty as fuck.
All right. My number 8. Kurt Angle versus HBK Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 21. Dude, that match is
very low.
Freaking like part of that Ruth Aggression era legendary match, dude. That match is so good. So good. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't get appreciated enough. I feel like it
really
get talked
doesn't.
about enough.
It just made it got 22 on WWE's list.
That list is bonkers. I wouldn't go off that.
They
list.
rated Triple H and Stephanie McMahon versus Ronda Rousey and whoever.
Kurt Angle.
You're kidding me.
They rated that one match.
You're kidding me.
That was 21, and then Shawn and HBK was 22. It was ridiculous.
Fuck out of here!
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Throw the whole list in the garbage.
Yeah, dude. But that match is like, I'm gonna show someone new to wrestling. That's like probably top 5, top 10 match I would show to them. Doesn't necessarily have the biggest story to it, but they just fucking go at it. 2 legendary wrestlers just.
The match itself was the story. Like
exactly, 100%. 100%.
Like look at storytelling in a match, and that match comes to mind.
Exactly. All right, my number 7. The Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian, WrestleMania 17. The iconic, TLC, one of the TLC matches. The spear from, Jeff Hangin and spot after spot after spot after
bro.
spot. Dude, it is a fucking banger match. Like, to me, if you're going to show a ladder match to someone, that's the ladder match to show. That match is, perfect ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best ladder match on WrestleMania history, but we'll get to the other one later on. But great ladder match. Great match itself. Legendary, dude. That made all of them super. The Dudley Boys had the ECW one, but this made them all like legendary from the moment on. All right. Speaking of ladder matches, my number 6. HBK Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10. Man,
that's respectable.
In my opinion, that's the greatest Intercontinental title match of all time. I love that match. I watched that match for the first time very young. I was very young when I was watching it. I was watching the Intercontinental title DVD, which just showed a bunch of matches, and I freaking love that match as a kid. And I watch it at least once a year. I was just watching clips from it yesterday because they have the A&E special with Razor and whatnot, and showing clips of the match. I'm like, dude, it holds the test of time so well because that match was long ass time ago.
It's a bit
over
dated
30 years
spot
ago.
wise, but yeah.
My God, what was that? 94 or something?
Yeah, 94.
94, yeah.
Yeah, 30 years ago, and that just holds up to the test of time. All right, my number 5. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. To me, from an entertainment standpoint and a wrestling standpoint, mixed together, that is the perfect match. That brings so much energy out of you with all the people coming down, feeling like you're watching the Avengers movie. And I've never been, so hyped for watching it, and everyone kept on coming down. The match itself was great. The storytelling was off the charts. They're still feeding off that. And it ended the legendary reign of Roman Reigns. A damn near 4-year reign. Cody finished his story, and just overall perfect match. Perfect match. All right. My number 4. Edge versus Mick Foley at WrestleMania 22. Now, a lot of bias goes into this because, I was at WrestleMania 22. I was only 6 years old, so, I remember bits and pieces. But that image of Edge spearing Mick Foley through the flaming table is forever imprinted in my mind. Like, I can just close my eyes and just see it. Like, I can remember as a kid. And it's the match itself, like, even taking away the fact that was it. Great match, dude. Like, if we're talking about legendary pictures, like I said before, that spot through the table, top 5 picture for me, in my opinion. And for a hardcore match, it's everything you ask for. You got barbed wire, a flaming table, plenty of weapons used. Even, Lita got her ass kicked a little bit. Everything you asked for, man.
You got Spiky Sacco.
Yeah. My number 3, Triple H versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 28, the end of an era. Another great storytelling match. And the match itself, perfect, This is literally watching the end. Obviously, they all had matches afterwards. But this was what I thought should have been Undertaker's and Triple H's last match. I think they both should have hung it up afterwards. Taker would have finished 20-0. Triple H would have been done. They both would have finished their career on a high note. You have the legendary match itself with amazing spots. The iconic spot of, Shawn Michaels doing the super sweet chin music into the pedigree where I thought it was over. I remember as a kid, like, this is I was pissed. It was like the longest 3 seconds of my life. Like, this is bullshit. Taker got screwed over. Fuck Shawn Michaels. Fuck Triple H. And I love those two. I was so pissed, and he kicked out. I'm like, all right, I overreacted, but cool. Let's move. Let's move on. But then, you have that legendary moment at the end where they all go up on the stage, just look at the crowd, give a hug, which Undertaker, it's unheard of to do that. Like, that's such a rare thing for the Undertaker to do, is to see him actually do that. Yeah, that'll give you goosebumps. All right. My number 2, Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit at WrestleMania 20. Now, like we said before, leave all personal problems with Benoit out of it. Just from a strict wrestling standpoint, that match is, again, another iconic triple threat match. The story going into it was awesome. Seeing the build up for Benoit at that time was one of the probably most over baby faces in wrestling. Have that great match, and then at the end you have that legendary moment with him and Eddie, just remorse in the ring, hugging, celebrating with both their titles. And it's such an unfortunate that we don't get to relive that moment in like memories, video games, action figures, replays. It's like a forgotten about moment, unfortunately, due to obvious reasons. But yeah. And my number 1, which is also my favorite match of all time, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. To me, it doesn't get better than that. Like I said, greatest match of all time, in my opinion. Like, they fucking burned the house down and just screwed the chance of Randy Orton and Triple H having a good match. Like, everything about that match is perfect. That is, the moonsault catch and the power driver, man. Dude, that's, like, I don't know how you do that. You know how much trust you gotta have for someone, like, yeah, you're gonna catch me upside down. Well, if you don't catch me, I'm gonna die.
That's literally one of my favorite spots of all time.
It is insane. Like, I think that's how much trust Shawn Michaels has in the Undertaker, because you fucked that up.
His dying Taker almost died that match too.
Yeah. That was the beginning of the burial of the one Snooker brother dropping the Undertaker on his head.
They had fucking Undertaker doing like elbows off the top rope too. That shit was on crack, I swear.
What did he take before this?
Right? Dude.
Oh man.
But yeah, dude, awesome match. Like I said, that's on most people's top matches of all time. So that match is definitely, it's probably, I'd match on all y'all's list. I would hope so. If not, you'd get off the podcast. If that's not your,
all right.
If that's not in your top 10 WrestleMania matches,
you've lost the plot.
Yeah.
You will.
All right. So yeah, that's my list.
Very solid list. Do you want to go, Sebastian, or do you want me to go? Do you want to end it?
I'll go.
Perfect.
Or actually, you know what, Alex? Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. I'll do it. All right. So,
I'll let off.
Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania. Well, no, I'm just kidding. just kidding.
Depending on what number you would have said after that, it would have.
No.
wouldn't have mattered.
33 was better than 20. By far, 33 was way better than 20.
Wasn't
But
that
like,
it's still not top
27
10.
squash or something?
that's how trash 20 was. 20, it was a lockup for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Oh man. I just want to give a shout out to the ladies. They're not in my top 10. They just missed, but like Rhea versus Charlotte at 39 was great, and then Bianca versus Sasha at I think that was 37. 37. Also
good honorable mentions.
So
yep.
But since my list doesn't have any women's matches on there, I wanted to shout them out. So
yeah, we're not sexist. It just so happens.
No, I love women's wrestling, but
yeah.
James is the only one that's sexist here.
He hates Mercedes for no reason.
There you go.
I've been called sexist and racist in one podcast. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, he wasn't on.
Wait, hold on. Why was he saying some racist things? What the hell?
All I said was the Hurt Syndicate tends to be an all-black group.
Is there an issue with that, James?
No, not at all. That's all I said. That's all I said. He said,
The chant's kind of corny, but that's the point.
We are people.
Oh,
James. All right. So my number 10, I'm gonna go Triple H and Undertaker. I'm gonna say WrestleMania 27 though. Outside of the super kick spot, I feel like the 27 match, I was hooked on a lot more. Triple H with the spine buster to Undertaker through the table, I was freaking
spot.
out. I loved that match, and that was, I think it probably stood out more because 27 was just that bad. So that match stuck out like a sore thumb for me.
God, that Mania was awful.
It was bad one. And Punk Orton are the only memorable matches on that show at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's my number 10. My number 9 is WrestleMania 20. I got Kurt Angle versus Eddie Guerrero for the WWE title.
That's good.
Absolutely love that match. Two fantastic performers. I really love how Eddie played into how he untied his shoe when Kurt went for the ankle lock and then he rolled him up. That was just it was beautiful. It was perfect. So number 8, I got Stone Cold versus The Rock at WrestleMania 17. So I debated putting WrestleMania 19 in here just because the moment of Stone Cold's last match for 19 years was incredible, but their match at WrestleMania 17 is just a classic. Main eventing one of the better matches in WrestleMania history, and then the whole turn at the end that Stone Cold had, just something that nobody saw coming, which was wild.
It's I guess you gotta kind of compare moments.
Yeah,
Stone Cold shaking Vince McMahon's hand.
It's Stone
his
Cold
last match in WWE.
Doing the unthinkable, or Stone Cold kicking out of 3 rock bottoms or whatever it was, and man. But yeah, so that's my number 8. My number 7, I'm going to say Drew versus Sheamus versus Gunther at WrestleMania 39. So, like you said, James, just big meaty men slapping meat.
Hell yeah.
That's what we love in wrestling, right? Match definitely exceeded expectations, and how could it not with those 3 guys? Probably my second favorite Intercontinental Championship match of all time. So, that was number 7. Number 6, I got Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 26. So both their matches made my list, actually. So the 26 match, it's almost as good as the 25 match, but it's got the suspense of Shawn Michaels' retirement match in it. So it was just fantastic and emotional. Shawn Michaels being my favorite wrestler of all time definitely got me emotional. So, and the kickouts are crazy in those matches. The kickouts from the Tombstone. Number 5, I got Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, the Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania 10. Just fantastic match. And like you said, that match just doesn't age at all. It was way before its time. It was just a fantastic match. R.I.P. Razor.
R.I.P.
Man. Number 4, I actually have the same number 4 as you, James. Edge versus Mick Foley at WrestleMania 22. So that was actually the first WrestleMania I ever watched live on TV. And that match was just burned into my brain. I was 9 years old
I think it's one thing we all have in common. It's the first WrestleMania we watch.
You too.
Yeah, that's the same thing for me. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
What a
Once
show.
you get to my list, I'll explain that too. But yeah.
Hell yeah. Like you said, the table spear spot was like one of the coolest things I ever saw as a kid. I was like, damn, this is badass. And Lita taking the Sacco. You had Edge going through thumbtacks. It was just a fantastic match. Number 3, I got Stone Cold versus Bret Hart, WrestleMania 13. I know you kind of talked about it all, but one of the most iconic photos in wrestling history was Stone Cold with the bloody face, screaming in the sharpshooter, and just fantastic match. I don't know what else to say that you didn't say. So it's
some people might say that's where the Attitude Era started.
Honestly, yeah. It's one of the best matches of that whole decade of WrestleManias that was kind of lackluster. Especially
it was
13.
It was a rough time.
That was a very rough time. Number 2, I got Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. A lot of people say it's the greatest match of all time, and it's definitely in the conversation for me. There's just I wouldn't change a single thing about the match. I don't think you can. It's just perfect all around. The moonsault into the tombstone is forever going to be one of my favorite spots that I've ever seen. Like you said, the risk to take that move was just insane. And then the fact that Undertaker was on crack before the match, and was going nuts. For a guy that big and that old to move like that was just crazy. But number 1 is Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 21. Probably, it's arguably my favorite match of all time. I can't think of a more perfect match that I've seen. Maybe Omega versus Ospreay, and maybe one of the Okada Omega matches. But when I think like favorite match of all time, this one instantly pops in my head. Like you said, there wasn't a bunch of story behind it, but they got in the ring. The storytelling in the match was fantastic. Shawn Michaels just like wouldn't give up, and Kurt Angle finally got him at the end. Seeing like Kurt with the bloody lip and everything. And they were just going nuts on each other, and I loved it. Especially when Kurt was like yelling in Shawn Michaels' face, and he all of a sudden just hits like a super kick out of nowhere.
Spot's great.
Hits the Sweet Chin Music out of nowhere. Just I'm gonna go back and watch it again just because I want to. So, well, yeah, that's my top 10.
All right. There's gonna be a lot of similarities between James and I think great minds think alike here. Honorable mentions for historical reasons. Hogan Andre at 3. I think that was the first big Mania match. I know Mania 1 was like a great phenomenon because of all the celebrities. Mania 2 kind of sucked. Really fucking sucked. When your main event's Hogan and Bundy, it's like ooh. Yeah, Mania 3, the importance of Hogan and Andre, great, right? And Rock Hogan, just it's an aura match, but it's like the aura match, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, get into the top 10. I think 22 just has a very special spot in all of our hearts, I swear.
Yeah.
Like, just being the age group that we are. Number 10, I got Mysterio, Orton, and Angle at 22.
Great.
It would be higher if they had more time. Apparently, it got cut last minute, like 10 minutes or something like that. And that's why it was so quick. I wish they would have had more time because those 3, I think, could put on a banger of a match. And of course, like Rey Mysterio winning the world title. There's a bit of bad taste because it felt forced because of Eddie's passing, and that's just unfortunate. But yeah, no, that is a great moment. I remember watching as a little kid, seeing like Rey Mysterio winning the world heavyweight title. It was awesome. Number 9, I got Foley and Edge. WrestleMania 22. It is the start of why I love hardcore wrestling. Like it scarred me as a kid because I was very afraid, like But like that image. Ironic enough, we all said it's burned into our heads of like the fire spot, that flaming table spot.
Now, before you go to your next one, you watch WrestleMania 22 live? Because I know you didn't order many pay-per-views growing up. Do you watch that one? Did you order that one?
Apparently so. Apparently so. I was like, I was like 7 at the time, so like I don't
Yeah.
remember who convinced my mom to do that because my parents hated wrestling. I was the kind where it was like, all right, if I want to know what happened at the pay-per-view, I have to watch the next Raw.
Yeah.
I have to watch the Raw after the pay-per-view, and then hopefully they'll show like the little like image highlights of like what might have happened, you know, or what did happen, I should say. Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of. I didn't really even watch. I didn't start watching pay-per-views until the network came out.
Yeah.
So, a rough times out here. Number 8, I got
Go ahead.
Go ahead, James.
I was
Go ahead.
gonna say I can't believe I never invited you more often as a kid growing up. It never really dawned in my kid brain like, I should invite Seabass over.
Oh yeah, like well, I think it was because it was a Sunday and it was a school night.
True.
So that was kind of, if it was like nowadays where it's Saturdays, I'm sure. The joking reason in the back of my head is because you didn't trust the random brown kid. But yeah. My number 8, I got Cody versus Roman at 40. It's the wrestling equivalent of Endgame. It's just I mean, James said it all. The emotions were high. I wished it was Stone Cold instead of The Undertaker, but
I think we all do.
it still worked out. It was a great ending to a great reign, and Cody was the right person to do it. I thought they made a mistake not giving the belt to Cody at 39. I was proven wrong, thankfully. Yeah, it was a great ending to honestly a pretty damn good Mania, and I forgot all about Gunther, McIntyre, and Sheamus, so they're not on the list. To be honest with you. Number 7, TLC 2. I mean, yeah, just it's the ladder match. It's the best out of the trilogy. Out of the quad tag team TLCs that they've done. Yeah, I mean, what's better than seeing Edge cut Jeff Hardy in half? You know, the spirit is, and like the spot where all their like fourth member or like their third members came out, where Rhino came out with the gore for Edge and Christian, Spike Dudley came out with the Dudley Dog, you know, to I believe it was Christian through a table, and Lita just got murdered. Like it was just like it was a fantastic match. I watched that match. I rewatch all these matches from time to time. Number 6, Benoit, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 20. If it wasn't for the tragedy, probably would be up higher. And honestly, in my opinion, all the matches up higher, all these matches are up higher, just better. But it's, you know, James touched on it. I don't know how much else I would say. It's a great moment for both, you know, at the very end, and it's a damn shame that we can't, you know, it doesn't get recognized anymore. Understandably why, but damn shame.
Definitely.
Number 5, what I think is the most underrated Mania match, because I don't see it on many people's list. Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 19.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's the match Brock almost died in. So like it's just I think that their SummerSlam match was better. The SummerSlam match later that year, or at least I think it was SummerSlam. I think that match was better. But damn, was Mania 19 overall is underrated in my opinion. Just that match was so damn good. It's a great way to close the show. Lesnar got himself a massive concussion. He still finished the match. He's a fucking genetic freak.
Didn't they have an Iron Man match on SmackDown?
They did, which was amazing as well. It took up half the damn show, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, badass.
Number 4, I got Shawn Michaels and versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 26. I think the hype around it was the fact that like you still didn't know who was gonna win, right? Where it's like Shawn Michaels, yeah, it makes sense for him to retire, but he's still wrestling at a high level. He's still going pretty damn hard right now. So it makes sense for him not to retire in 2010? 2010.
10.
And then, you know, Taker's streak. He was close last year, you know, so it was that unpredictability, but you know, you'll see later on, I guess. Number 3, end of an era, 2000 WrestleMania 28. The canon ending of each one of the men's career. I don't want to talk about Saudi Arabia.
What are you talking about? I don't know here.
Yeah.
Saudi's not
Sorry it
canon.
didn't happen.
Yeah,
Right?
no.
That weird Batista match didn't happen. No, we're good. I mean, again, James touched on it. The best false finish I've ever seen in my life was that Shawn Michaels super kick. That it's into the pedigree. Cole screaming that the streak's over and it wasn't over, and Shawn's in the corner like, "Holy guy, I fucked up.
He was going nuts.
Number 2, Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle, WrestleMania 21. I don't know what else you want me to say about it. It's just, I don't know. It's two of the best going at it. It's it doesn't go too long to where it's like if you show a non-wrestling fan, in my opinion, the match you show a non-wrestling fan to try and get them into wrestling is Mankind versus The Undertaker and Hell in a Cell. That's the match you show them. But like, it doesn't go too long where like the random person might get bored. It has a ton of false finishes, a ton of great spots. It's great. Their Vengeance match they had later that year wasn't as good, but still a fantastic match. Alex said it best. I don't know how else. It's two of the best. And then number 1 is also my favorite match of all time, WrestleMania 25. Taker and Shawn. I think it was the first time that you really thought, oh fuck, Taker's streak might end. It's the first time where you're just like, it might be over. Because what? I could imagine in 2007, people didn't think Batista was going to beat it. Taker Orton was pretty good. Orton wasn't going to win that. 24, the year before, Edge wasn't going to it was made very obvious, like, all right, cool, Taker's going to take all these. But that was the first time where it's like, oh, he might lose.
Especially going into that, because at that point, Undertaker never beat Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. I never thought about that. Did he lose the casket match where he broke when Michaels injured his back?
I think it was I remember that was a big part of the storyline of something that Shawn Michaels never maybe pinned the Undertaker. I mean,
It was
Undertaker never
pinned.
pinned Shawn Michaels, something like that. I know that was a big thing going in that story.
That's an underrated storyline too. Michaels and Taker.
To be honest, I was rooting for Shawn Michaels to win.
It's your all-time favorite, right?
I remember, yeah. Taker's my goat. Taker is my favorite. He is my goat. If you do a Mount Rushmore of the 4, Taker's up there automatically for me. But yeah, I was rooting for Michaels to win because I'm like, yo, like this might could happen. And the entrances were iconic, like the whole imagery of Shawn Michaels coming from the heavens in white and then Taker coming up from the bottom in black. It's like, yo, that's fucking awesome. Awesome. It wouldn't be the first match I'd show somebody because it's a bit too technical sometimes, but yeah. Those are my top 10. Again, very similar, James. I got a couple switched around.
I think also just based on all of our lists, the fact that Shawn Michaels is like 4 or 5 spots on our list is absolutely
Mr.
crazy.
WrestleMania for a reason.
Exactly. It's just nobody will overtop him. Not Roman. I don't want to hear it. Shawn Michaels will always be Mr. WrestleMania.
He's like the greatest performer ever. It's absolutely insane.
Agreed, 100%. Nobody puts on a show like Shawn Michaels.
Nobody.
I think he's one of the only people that have a Hall of Fame career twice, right?
Two different ones,
Hall of Fame careers. One's when he was a dickhead, and another one when he found Christ. It's like it's just
crazy.
Like it's a great career. I'm happy.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm happy he never came back for one more match.
Exactly.
He ended it, and he ended it.
It was just after Taker at Mania 26, that was it.
It was over. We haven't seen him back since.
I also think it's crazy that the second run in his career was probably better than the first, which is crazy.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
after a back injury like that.
That 2002 unsanctioned match they had with Triple H.
Yeah, that was
at SummerSlam.
Crazy. Yeah,
in jeans, bro. What?
Yeah,
in fucking jeans.
And then he wins the first ever elimination chamber. It's like, oh man,
one of the best
Legendary.
chambers. Yeah, no, that is. I wish he had better attire, but
Yeah,
The Braun was awful.
yeah.
The Brown was awful. He had like the little like little cut, like the short little butt, like what's it called, like a bob cut or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a great look, but it was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
All right. Shall we go into blind ranking?
Let's do it.
Anything else?
Let's end
Yeah.
it.
All right. Who shall blind rank first?
I'll go first. I don't think I've gone first for anything yet. So. Well, I did the guess the wrestler first, but.
All right. All right, Alex. Blind rank championship designs.
Oh, I like.
We've done this before, but it's a all new title I didn't do last time. All right.
I don't even remember what you did last time. So.
All right, your first option. The Ruthless Aggression World Tag Team titles was the one that on Raw.
The Raw ones? Ooh, those were good. I feel like you're going to give me better, though. I'll do 3. Put them at 3.
Okay. The World Heavyweight title, Ruthless Aggression, WCW
Big Gold?
Yeah.
2.
2. Okay. The AEW World Championship.
You motherfucker. Oh, man. I know you're going to give me some crazy good ones. Maybe. 4.
4, okay. The AEW International title.
God damn it. That's such a good looking title. Would it be crazy to put it at 1? No, I'm going to do 5.
5.
I probably fucked up.
And your number 1.
No.
Title design is the 24/7 championship.
Oh, the worst title ever. The worst title ever. Man, I knew I should have.
I fucked you again, buddy.
You fucked me. You fucked me.
And Alex's eyes, Logan Paul is the greatest wrestler ever, and 24/7 title is his favorite title going off of blind rankings.
24/7.
And you'd be surprised how many
wrestling apparently.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people don't understand the term blind and blind rankings.
For real, people are dumb.
I see it in the comments all the time. Like, how do you rank that above this? Like, well, it was blind ranking, and that one came last.
After I need Logan Paul to bring back the 24/7 title. My 2 least favorite things.
All right, Sebastian, you want to blind rank next?
Sure, yeah. Let's get it.
All right, blind rank these wrestlers. All right, your first option, Bret Hart.
4.
Ooh.
Okay. Kane.
5.
My God.
Damn.
Adam Cole.
3.
Okay. Shawn Michaels.
1.
1. Okay. And the number 2, Dolph Ziggler.
You know, maybe I've been too harsh to good old Nick Nemeth.
Oh, are you coming around?
Because here's the thing, right? James knows this. I'm not a big Dolph Ziggler fan. I always thought he was I always thought he was like Shawn Michaels Jr. and it always annoyed me. But maybe I've been too harsh to good old Nicky boy over there.
That's why he told me that.
Yeah, before you got on, I feel like I'm putting Ziggler on the list just to fuck with him. And I told him the reason.
He does sell really good. I don't know. Maybe I've been a tad bit too harsh to him.
Okay, all right. Oh, yeah. So yeah,
because that's honestly pretty good. Like I would only have to really switch Cole and him, and that's it.
Okay.
Had a coming to light moment on the podcast this week.
We did. So your blind ranking was 1, Shawn Michaels, 2, Dolph Ziggler, 3, Adam Cole, 4, Bret Hart, 5, Kane.
10 toes. Yep.
And Alex, yours was, I couldn't say yours, 1, 24/7 title, 2, Big Gold, 3, Raw World Tag Team titles, 4, AEW title, and 5, AEW International title.
You know how I would fix it? World Heavyweight, AEW tag. No, hold on. World Heavyweight International, AEW tag, and then 24/7.
Really? Okay.
But I can't. I can't fix it.
You cannot. All right, hit me with it, Alex.
All
what
right,
do you got?
Blind rank these 5 WrestleMania events. So just overall WrestleManias. WrestleMania 39.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a really good one. 3.
Wow. WrestleMania 20.
God, you have fucking stinkers in there, but also really good.
You'll never know.
4,
WrestleMania 22.
1,
Solid. WrestleMania 30.
5.
And then WrestleMania 3.
Ooh.
Oh, I gotcha.
You got me there. Yeah. So it'd be what? 22, 3,
20, 39.
39, 20.
39 you
And,
put 3, yeah.
yeah. So I
30 you
definitely
put
put
Oh,
5.
you said 3 actually.
You put
I
20
put
at
3.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd
All
put
right.
3 at 5. I'd do
Brutal.
20 at 4.
So your list is WrestleMania 22 at number 1, which is a solid choice. That's a good
Yeah.
choice. Number 2, you got WrestleMania 3. Brutal right there. Number 3, you got WrestleMania 39. 4, WrestleMania 20. And 5, WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, I'd move WrestleMania 3 down to 5 and just move them all up 1.
That's actually, I was going to say, like, the back half of that list is correct.
Yeah.
Solid.
All right.
Solid. I was
That's
debating
some
putting
good.
WrestleMania 2 in there. I was like, that's even worse
Dude,
than
I
WrestleMania
was
3.
kind of hoping you'd throw like 11 or 27 in there. I'll be like, yo, please, just throw 11 or 27. That's real bad. There's more mid manias than there are bad ones. Thankfully, there's only like 3 bad ones.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a lot of mid ones, surprisingly.
4 bad ones, yeah. Just about 4 of them.
All right.
Cool, man.
You got anything else we need to add?
I don't think so. It's 6:45 already. Where is the time gone?
Yeah, for real. You
Jeez.
got anything you want to? Any closing remarks, Seabass?
Nah,
Huh?
I'm all right.
You know, it was good to
I'm
have
alright.
you on. You know,
Yeah.
we didn't mention, but you know,
Thank you for having me on.
It was a ton of
Yeah,
fun,
he was
man. Ton of
also
fun.
our winner of our WWE 2K25 giveaway too.
I would have a case, but
Yeah,
digital only for
Well,
all of them
digital.
now. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no.
I
Hey,
appreciate. Yeah, it was fun.
sponsor, come on.
C4.
C4, come on, we get
C4,
that.
come on now.
C4 sponsors everyone. Us. Yeah, it was fun having you on, and I don't know if you're gonna be on playing video games later. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you whenever.
Oh yeah, you will. Good. All right, y'all.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, I kind of stole his gimmick. Fuck.
Peace. Did we do the ending? Did we do the ending?
Yeah.
We must bid you adieu. And until after Dynasty, goodbye. Mwah.
Mwah.
And good night. Bang.
Bang.